Okay, good morning everybody. I'm Sarah Bourne here for Kiwi Today, speaking to Greg Houlihan from the Peter Cooper Motor Group, and Greg is live from the Portsmouth showroom this morning. So Greg, can you tell us a little bit about you, your name, your job title, where you work and what that means?
So Greg Houlihan, I'm after sales manager at Peter Cooper Volkswagen, which essentially means that anything after the vehicle's been sold to the customer comes under sort of my remit, my department, so service, parts, warranties, all that sort of thing.
Fantastic.
That's the day-to-day, yeah.
And do you manage a team there, Greg?
Yeah, so I manage quite a big team. So it's about 28 staff in total, you know, which ranges from front of house staff to showroom hosts to technicians to people in the parts department to valeters. So it's quite and drivers as such. So it's quite a broad range of people that come under my sort of management.
Excellent. Okay. So you are a current learner with Kiwi Education. Tell me about the apprenticeships that you have done with us.
Yep. So I completed the junior management consultant level 4. Completed that in sort of mid to late part of 2021 last year. Got distinction, which was nice. You know, it was a good one. I think there was a lot of stuff within that in that apprenticeship that sort of broadened my knowledge around management consultant. A lot of stuff that I hadn't touched base with before. So it certainly broadened my views on that. It was good. You know, a lot of work had to go into it, but you know, saw the results from the end, which is a good thing.
And what are you doing with us now?
So currently doing operational management level 5, which is good. You know, it's equally lots of learning in it. I'd say this one is probably much more relevant to my specific job that I do. You know, a lot of the stuff I can tie in and relate to within my day to day, which is great as well. Which gives me a lot of opportunity to, you know, gain evidence and when I'm carrying out the work for Stuart, you know, take that back to him. But yeah, no, this is a good one. It's a really good one.
Excellent, fantastic. So huge congratulations for passing your level 4 and with that distinction. That's just amazing. And you know exactly what we like to hear, that you passed it, you got your grade, and you've moved on to another apprenticeship. You know, so that's absolutely brilliant. Moving up all the way to level 5, which is great. So best of luck with that one.
Thank you.
Why did you decide that apprenticeships was the way forward for you? What made you decide to do apprenticeships?
I mean, for me, so I initially started with Peter Cooper's as a sort of 16-year-old apprentice technician. So I came through with Peter Cooper's with the Volkswagen apprenticeship scheme, which is a sort of 3 to 4 year apprenticeship, should I say. You know, did a lot of then Volkswagen-based learning. Then following that, in the workshop, obviously moved into sort of running the workshop management side of things. And it was at the point that I then came into workshop controller that I wanted to increase my knowledge base around managing teams and people, because it was really relevant to the job I was doing. And, you know, having experience of doing apprenticeships as such, you know, it was a really good experience for me doing that. And the opportunity came up then to take on a new apprenticeship, but it was much more relevant to me in my current role, and sort of jumped at the chance of doing it. So
absolutely fantastic. So you really have started right from the very beginning and followed apprenticeship all the way through now to say level 5. So that's worked really well for you as a path.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. So, you know, it's constantly sort of honing skills and learning new things, but equally, you know, especially for me, you know, starting the business at 16, and there's still people here that knew me as a 16-year-old apprentice. So, you know, learning how to manage different people that have seen you as a little teenager coming in straight from school into being their manager as such it's been really helpful.
Fantastic. And how have you found the experience of being an apprentice with Kiwi Education? You mentioned Stuart earlier. Stuart's your trainer. How have you found the whole experience?
Yeah, really good. So Chris was my trainer for my level 4, and he was great and really, really helpful. Stuart, you know, been on this course now for a couple of months, and equally is just as helpful, really good, and really flexible as well. There's been times at work at the moment where, you know, we're under pressures with, you know, COVID restrictions and things like that. and which has led to me having to take on, roles outside of my role to try and help the business maintain. Stuart's been really flexible in helping move, plan meetings and stuff like that. He fully understands that we're trying to do this in and around work, and sometimes it needs to shift for it. So yeah, really good from Kiwi, and always more than helpful to move stuff around if it needs to be done.
And that's the joy, isn't it, with an apprenticeship, that it is flexible. It's not like day release. You're not having to go out to college or university for a whole day a week. It works around your work, and that's sort of the joy of an apprenticeship. Fantastic. So Greg, if somebody was thinking about starting an apprenticeship, or an employer was thinking about taking on apprentices, what advice would you give them?
And definitely to go for it. Make sure it's relevant. I've been fortunate that the one I'm currently on and the one I've already completed have been relevant to my role. And in reality, the first one I did, the level 4, I'd only very much just started in management, so potentially could have done like a level 3 in a team leader or customer service, something like that. But we had the foresight after speaking to you guys to go, look, this is where you want to be and this is where you want to go. So let's do this qualification, and that's been a really good decision. So it's been really well managed. So definitely I definitely advocate taking on an apprenticeship, but equally make it relevant to what you want to do as well. You don't want it to be a backward step. Definitely look at all your options and pick the right one.
Yeah, absolutely. So really relevant to your work, and making sure that you're always moving forward and that it's helping your career progression as a whole.
Exactly that. Yeah, exactly that.
Fantastic. Greg, thank you so much. Lovely to talk to you today. Thank you for being part of Kiwi Today.
Yeah, no problem at all. Thank you.